Okay. We should be up. I don't know how it looks on stream, because on stream it's squashing it down to 1080 again, but on my machine it's rendering at 1440 on my display, which means that the UI elements, the 2D graphical elements, look atrocious. The 3D looks fine, but the UI looks terrible. Yeah, so a bit of a prelude. This game is probably one of my favourite games. It's a game that I think is incredibly flawed, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone without some significant caveats. But it's a game that I love anyway, because it came out in the era where EA were trying to do something different. I believe this came out in 2009, I want to say? 2009? It came out around the same time as the first Dead Space came out. It was when EA were trying to diversify their portfolio, and then neither of those games sold as many titles as they wanted them to, and that's when they fell back on just doing nothing but Battlefield again. The game mostly still looks passable visually. The main thing that lets it down is the lack of any kind of global illumination, and the character models looking extremely Unreal Engine circa late 2000s. Like every time you see a character model who has hair, the hair is just a big solid mass on top of their head. That lets it down, but the actual environment design is very much on point. We'll start a new game. It'll put us in the tutorial section. I will probably skip over the tutorial section, but because there's not really any plot or anything to it. It's literally just here's the controls, watch an AI character do something, and then do it yourself. So we'll hit new game. That'll give us the opening cutscene, and I'll skip over the tutorial, and we'll make a start. Okay. Unfortunately, we've only got easy and normal difficulty. I say unfortunately, I don't know that I'd play on hard anyway. It only really affects, the combat. So this game has a problem with combat. We'll get into it near the time.
Once the city used to pulse with energy, dirty and dangerous, but alive and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, and accepted them. They chose a comfortable life. Some didn't. And those who refused to conform were pushed to the sidelines, criminalized. They became our clients. We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge. We keep out of trouble, out of sight, and the cops don't bother us. Runners see the city in a different way. We see the flow. Rooftops become pathways and conduits, possibilities, and routes to escape. The flow is what keeps us running, keeps us alive.
I'll let the cutscenes play out anyway, just because I'd like to present the game.
Yeah, I know you hate it, but that fall took you out of commission for a while. And now you're back, you gotta keep sharp, especially in this city. Check out these new training grounds, pretty slick, huh? Celeste's on runaround duty, so get to her and just go with the flow, okay?
I like to present the game as it tries to present itself as much as I can, so I'm going to let the cutscenes play out anyway, but let it be known the plot kind of is forgettable. The lead writer on this game was Rhiannon Pratchett, but she was somewhat hamstrung by just the game design around this game, if that makes sense. Obviously she can only push so much as to what her writing does. Having said that, the tie-in graphic novel for this game, I recall not being very good either, so... skip training. So, it's questionable, but whatever. All the music in this game, aside from the vocal theme at the end, is by Solarfields, who does a very good job of creating an atmosphere. Like, personally, this intro sequence is still... This still holds up. In terms of telling you what this game is, and just the visual style of this.
Yeah, I'm sure the birds are real impressed, Faith. But once you finish showing off, I think you might concentrate on some actual work. Get Celeste in position for a handoff. You need to get the delivery to her. She'll be near the communications tower ahead of you.
So I've unlocked the frame rate, just because I like playing on high frame rate if I can. One thing I will note is that I feel like I'm coming up short on a lot of my jumps. I did hear that having the frame rate unlocked does have some effects on the physics of the game. So I don't know whether that's related or whether I'm just compensating for my own performance.
You're taking your sweet old time, Celeste's getting pissed. She's almost at the comms tower and you ain't. Get moving and give her the bag. Cell will take it from there.
But there is actually a second line of dialogue there if you get there quick enough. The timing for it is really strict though. Like, okay, fine, I had a few hiccups on the way there, but nothing, especially considering that, hello. Especially considering that, this is the first level of the game and people will not have fully internalized the controls or anything yet.
Wires are fizzing about you, Faith. Sounds like some blues are headed your way. News chopper tipped them off.
This was also an early PC game that had physics implementation, which meant you got stuff like this, which was quite interesting. These icons are painted wherever you can expect to find a collectible. The collectibles don't do anything at all. They're literally, oh, fucking hell. They're literally just there for achievements. And given that we're playing the Steam version, which EA didn't port over the achievements into the Steam version, the achievements don't matter. You should always try to get away from hostiles, except for certain points in the game where it locks you into an arena with them that doesn't let you out.
Hey, drop the bag and put your hands so we can see them, or we will...
Just get the hell out of there.
You can, so part of the moveset of this is when you drop from a certain height and you'll take damage, you can, instead of taking that damage, you can instead roll.
What the hell's happening? I can hear gunshots and that bird seems a little too curious.
Faith's on her way. Get your ass ready to move.
Oh, you fucking kidding me, come on. I don't know why I'm collecting this, we don't need it. They're all just there. Okay, let's forget getting that.
Just get the hell out of there.
Oh, come on.
Wires are going crazy. Get out of there, Faith.
Right, forget the collectibles because they don't matter for
What the
anything.
hell's happening? I can hear gunshots and that bird seems a little too curious.
Faith's on her way. Get your ass ready to move. Blue's ahead. through 'em.
Oh shit. So part of the mechanics of this game are runner vision, which is like a bullet time thing that triggers if you hit the X button. You have to have like a full meter for it to work, but you build up meters by running.
Get to Celeste. There are more blues on the way.
Come on, Faith. CPS on intel. Hey, throw me the bag. Okay, I got it from here.
Okay, they're playing rough cell.
I'll be fine. Shit, get out of here.
You gotta get off that roof, Faith. Don't care how you do it, just do it.
So for some like event jumps like that, the game does kind of glue you to stuff that you've got to be aiming for, so you can fall short of that jump and it still give you the credit for it.
This is meant to be a low-key job. Why the hell were they shooting? What did you do to me?
Nothing. They just opened fire.
Don't know what the hell's happening. I'll ask around. Get your ass back to base, Faith.
So a big part of this game, besides the story, is the time trials, which are like segmented routes from, well, there are some bespoke maps, but a lot of it's segmented sections of the campaign maps.
Say again, Officer Connors.
Going to see Pope. Robert Pope. Taking a statement on that break-in last week? Yeah, anyways, it's 56 West Arlen Drive. Tell Lieutenant Miller.
Copy that. I'll relay the message, Officer Connors.
Thanks. Connor's out.
Hello, sis.
You there, kiddo?
Hey, Mark.
I bet you're listening to the chatter.
You know me.
Try and get some sleep. It's been a rough day. Gonna put the word out tomorrow. See why those blues got itchy trigger fingers. I'll drop by later, okay? And don't chuck that pizza. I like the topping mature.
Matured. Yeah, I know. See you, Mark.
Shots fired. Repeat, shots fired. All units proceed to 56 West Arlen Drive immediately. Proceed with caution.
Kate! Where are you? Kate, where are you?
Hey,
Mark,
you off?
just get on comms and track me.
I was going to say, personally, I'm not too keen on the time trials.
Almost there.
Well, anytime you'd like to tell me where there is and what the hell you're doing, feel free.
It's my sister.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what's going on. Give me a sec.
The thing with the time trials is they're quite demanding in terms of the routes are not always obvious that you're meant to take, and also so you get different animations based on kind of sort of high voltage thing. I need to be up here so again. You get different animations depending on kind of, like for instance, if you're trying to hop a fence, which I'm not going to do right now because that's a high voltage fence, but if you're trying to hop a fence, kind of at what point you land on the fence, if that makes sense, like come into contact with it, changes what animation you get to vault over it. Which effectively means that unless you're very consistently precise with your timings.
You know he was running for mayor, right? Finally, someone who could actually make a difference in this place.
Your runtime can get very easily perturbed by pretty minor changes in inputs, which always put me off. These
Thinking of taking the
elevator signs always have some text on. I'm not going to read them all out. Some of them are just like backstory and...
For breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even just a snack. The taste of New Eden. It's a little bit of paradise.
Sometimes it's more comedy things.
Kate?
What are you doing here?
What happened? Did you...
No! You don't recognize him?
Should I?
It's Robert. Robert Pope, friend of Dad's.
Shit, that Pope.
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined up. He had a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read the news?
It's not news anymore. It's advertising.
He was running for mayor.
So the break-in must have really spooked him then.
That's what I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come, then asked after you.
Really? I haven't seen him for at least 10 years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. Just sitting at his desk, writing. Everything went black. When I came to, he'd been shot. And I'm pretty sure it was with my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary. It was gone. I'm sure there was someone else in the building. Left my radio in the car, haven't had time to phone it in.
Come on, come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to run. I'm not like you. Running will just make me look guilty.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please. You've got contacts. There's gotta be more to this. Something he knew. Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about, now.
I'll see what I can do.
If this goes down badly, find Lieutenant Miller, my superior. Take anything you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember, they're not playing nice. Get out of there.
Now go! And Faith, thank you.
For a second I thought the
Shit!
capture was getting choppy, but I think it's just the fact that the capture is only running at 60 on the other monitor, whereas the game is running at like, well,
SWAT swarming on you, Faith. Find a way out of there.
officially it's running about 200 frames a second, but practically I'm only seeing about 144 of those. Yeah, another thing that I find a bit awkward, and this is something both this game and Catalyst are guilty of. I don't know why I'm not getting the fucking landing roll out ever. Is that they don't really sell the idea of the dystopian setting that well. Why is it not doing the landing roll? There we go. Because the city is almost a bit too pristine, if that makes sense. Like, there's not really any signs of oppression of the general populace besides what you're told about. Come on. Again, neither the first game or Catalyst actually does a great job of kind of like convincing you that there's anything actually wrong here.
That bird ain't playing around. Get your ass to the CEC news building. I'm finding you a way out.
If you try and go fast, you do not want to land on that.
It'll pick you off. Inside, find some cover.
come on. Why is the roll never coming out?
Yeah, you can breathe out. Damn, what a mess. Can't believe Pope's gone. Shit, man.
Breaking story here at City Eye Channel News.
So you know him, huh?
Attorney and mayoral
Well, you sure opened a can of worms on this one. Take the bridge across the avenue and head for Centurion. Picking up squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time.
Oh, never mind. Thought I had enough clearance to get over that railing, but clearly not.
We have a breaking story here at City Eye Channel News. Attorney and mayoral candidate.
Picking up squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time.
That's better.
They're trying to surround you, Faye. Punch through to the plaza. You're trying to cut you off the head, Faye. Get through them, quick. You gotta push through to the plaza, Faye. There's a route through the tunnels ahead. Get some air in your lungs and run, Faith. You don't want to know what's behind you, Faith. Just keep running. Should be an exit off the rail overpass in the plaza ahead. Creek's heading to the other side to get down. Blue's up ahead. Be careful. Head up onto the rail overpass. It's the only way through.
Thankfully, the ones with just pistols tend to be pretty bad shots.
You've almost lost him. Patching Krieg in. Faith, let's get you out of here.
You know, I don't think I've ever tried to play this game mouse and keyboard. I originally had it for the 360, and then since I moved over to the PC version, I've always just kept using a controller.
You okay? Come on.
You did good, Faith. No word on what's got the Blues so trigger happy, but I'll keep on it. And, don't worry about your sis, okay? We'll fix it.
What the hell, Merc?
Something's got somebody rattled, kiddo. I don't know what it is, but they're mighty jittery. Hey, Sal.
Take long to lose him?
Nah, those Blues can't move for shit. They've gotten a little gun happy, though.
Wires are fizzing about Pope's murder. Blue traffic is up. Way up. Don't know what's got into them. Must be contract renewal time. Be careful out there, Sal.
So why all the heat?
Our girl's been lifting evidence from a crime scene. Now every cop in the city seems to be after her.
That the evidence you lifted?
Yeah, I think it's from a diary. Rest of it was gone. All I can make out are Icarus, maybe, and to the highest.
Icarus. Wasn't he the Greek guy?
Yeah, his dad made him some wings out of feathers and wax. Then the boy flew too close to the sun. And psst, no more wings, no more Icarus. If anyone's heard anything, then you know who it'll be, Faith.
Yeah?
I know he ain't a runner anymore, but he's got contacts. You can't avoid him forever.
Wanna bet?
Who?
Jackknife.
Drake's got a location on Jackknife. He's on some rooftops at the old runner training ground near the storm drains. Route's crawling with blues, though. You can follow the canal for the Hampton Town District.
Attorney and mayoral
Get going.
candidate Robert Pope, who was found shot dead in Gloucester sooner later. We have got one suspect in custody and are currently searching for another.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of just that button. Yeah, that button's a quick turnaround. I know I'm kind of just charging through this without really giving much commentary, but I don't know. I just really like this game. Again, I don't necessarily think the game is perfect. Doesn't mean I don't love it though. Oh god. I was meant to slide under that and I bumped my head. I'm assuming that just exists to mask a loading zone. I don't really know any other reason why in a game about parkour and free running they would want to just stop you for something like that. It's not even interactive.
They got you surrounded, Faith. Get yourself into the storm drain.
Which way are we going? This way.
Bird's plugging out. Looks like you're in the clear. Now get into those drains.
Well, the roll's coming out now, so I'll give him that. Clearly, the likes of Crash Bandicoot and Mirror's Edge are not as popular as something like Fortnite. Volumetric fog, I think that's a physics thing as well. This takes a while to open. This room's fairly fun.
Drain plan. Should be an exit on the other side. Looks pretty high up.
Eventually there's just like a crisscross of platforms and you just need to kind of find a path that gets you up top. Oh, come on.
Keep going. Don't think those blues won't come down here. Hey, you're getting something on the wires. Shit. Looks like they anticipated you might duck in here and send a sniper team ahead.
The snipers aren't a particular threat if you're mobile. They do shoot that rat though.
Take those snipers out or keep out of their way. Just get your ass through there.
Sorry, I feel like I'm not giving much commentary to this. Too busy. Oh, never mind. I was going to say I'm too busy enjoying myself, and then I lost the platform. Oh, mercifully, it checkpointed me at where I was anyway.
You're inside. Get out of there, Faith.
It's better just take the hit there. You can jump across this gap, I think, but because it's such a large gap, I never like to risk it. I'd rather just take the hit and then sidle along. I was going to say, I don't remember why I decided to stream this tonight, and I did remember. Because EA hinting, oh, we're going to bring back one of our most valued franchises at some point soon. To which on Twitter I joked, Mirror's Edge 3 confirmed. I don't think it'll be Mirror's Edge 3, but the fact that I was even thinking about it just made me think, you know what, I should play Mirror's Edge again. I mean, in reality, I need to play Catalyst again at some point. I've not played that. I did one playthrough when it first came out, and I've not gone back to it since. I didn't hate Catalyst, but it certainly didn't meet my expectations. I was one of the people who was quite keen on the idea of an open world Mirror's Edge game. Before realising that the reality of how they implemented the open world was really... It was a series of pretty small playgrounds separated by very constrained single paths between them. Which I wouldn't be surprised if in part that was down to the Frostbite engine limiting how big a space you could have in memory at one time. But I didn't hate Catalyst, and I was glad we got another Mirror's Edge. I had planned to play through Catalyst with the missus, because we've gone through Mirror's Edge 1 before, which she hadn't seen prior to that, but right, where do we need to be? That way. Don't shotgun it, please. But... Okay, these vans are a bit too close together to a proper wall run.
Look, Jackknife may know something about Pope's murder, so don't let him wind you up, okay? He used to be a pretty decent runner. God knows who he's working for now.
But yeah, Catalyst, for anyone who doesn't know, Catalyst is effectively a full reboot. They carry forward a lot of the themes, but it's very much not either a prequel or sequel to this. It just has explicit contradictions in terms of Well, we probably lost him. It's probably a game over. Because I took the wrong route. Nope, he stopped and waited for us. That's generous. I'm getting caught up on geometry. Oh my god. Why am I falling short on like every jump?
You're losing him.
I'm not, he's right there. If I was going to lose him, I would have lost him when I was stuck in a blooming alleyway for 5 minutes.
Can you find another way through to him?
So this is something that annoys me slightly, that sometimes the game recognises you're trying to jump from one pipe to another and actually just locks you into an animation that does precisely that, like so. Other times it decides it doesn't know what you want to do and instead it pulls that shit on you. Come on. Every single time I try and roll, it doesn't work. Oh, that was big enough fall to kill me. Okay. Well, I guess we're taking the low road then. The game. It's over here.
I know what you're here for, Faithy.
Just tell me what Icarus has to do with Pope's murder, Jack.
I heard a cop did it.
You heard wrong.
You a fan of wrestling, Faith? Pope was a wrestling fan. He even employed an ex-wrestler to handle his security. Travis Burfield used to go by the name of Ropeburn.
Is this going somewhere?
Ropeburn? Well, he's really just a thug who got lucky. And sometimes people are too ignorant to see their place. Always want to swim in the big pond. Never see the bigger fish. If I were you, I'd start with that glorified slab of meat. Happy hunting, Faithy.
Listen, I don't know about going to Ropeburn straight away.
I'm not. I'm gonna see Miller.
Oh, Faith, what are you doing? You're gonna tell him about Jackknife?
Not yet. He's still a cop, no matter what Kate says.
You see him?
Yeah. He's heading for his car.
There's a possibility we single session this game.
Lieutenant Miller? I'm Faith. Kate's sister?
She never mentioned a sister.
Yeah, well, we're not the mentioning kind. She told me to find you if things went bad.
She's been arrested. And you wouldn't be the suspect seen fleeing from the crime scene, would you?
Well now, it's difficult to recall with a gun in my face.
I know what you are.
You know it was a setup, right?
I know Kate wouldn't be capable of something like this. But my captain's asking some difficult questions, and I can't even get in to see her.
What do you know about something called Icarus?
Why?
It's mentioned on this. It was in Pope's hand. I think it's from his diary.
You took evidence.
Kate's the only family I have, Lieutenant. And Blues in jail don't last long. She goes down for this, it's a death sentence.
I won't stop you. I owe that much to Kate. But there are plenty of people who'll try. And I can't stop them either. You better learn how to run.
Running is what I do best.
Roburn's got an office at Seaburfield International Shipping near the Riding Park subway. Should be a sign on top of the building. It'll help guide you. Look, I saw Roburn wrestle once. Broke some poor bastard's arm, then headbutted the ref. So if this Roburn really is mixed up with Pope's murder and Kate's setup, then he sure won't be a talker. He'll be a fighter.
Oh, that's actually really getting on my nerves now. Oh, I didn't even need to come over here. Oh. As much as the visual style of this game has mostly held up, it's a bit glaring at times. That was not the input I expected to happen. Nope, I fell off. Holy shit, what is happening? Just a pile of corpses at the bottom of this alleyway. Jesus. Okay. Where am I even going again? Oh yeah, around there. Oh, fucking... managed to jump over the fucking grab rail I was going for. Why is there rubbish on the ceiling? Who's hanging out on the fucking ceiling? Rooftop, whatever. Also, I know the runners are just, like, the notion of having the runners as couriers is just a conceit to justify what you're doing in the game. But, nevertheless, it's always strikes me as a bit... They don't particularly justify why having someone running across the rooftops carrying sensitive information is better over, say, just using data encryption.
I just do what I'm told. You know that? Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. I facilitate things. And I got more folks watching me than just you. And they wanted us to wrap her up all night for those blues. Yeah, so it don't look good for you and your little gang. Take that up with them. In a few days, it'll all be over. Today's front page will be tomorrow's kitty litter. Come on! That run-up won't last long. None of them will, right? The precious Project Icarus will be fine. 5 by 5. Now don't get your panties in a bunch. Look, meet me at that new place on Reynolds Street tomorrow. 4 p.m., okay? Don't freak, they ain't finished building it yet. All quiet once you get above street level. See you there. And don't bring any of your friends. We good? Good. Anyways, I gotta get some chow. Frame like this don't hold up itself, you know.
So, Ropeburn did know something, huh? Wonder who he's meeting with. Get back here and we'll find a way to make you an uninvited guest. Hey, look, son. I'm getting blues headed for you. You must have triggered a silent alarm somewhere. Ass out now.
Whoops. Oh, what the fuck? Drop the gun. Climb up. There we go.
More blues, head for the roof. Don't forget, you're public enemy number 1, Faith. To those guys, you've got deal tickets written all over you. Don't stop, you ain't shaking them yet.
Oh, that's not good. I can't see shit. Oh, why did it not do the fucking launch jump? There we go. Jesus. Please stop shooting me. Pretty sure that's the glitched, the glitch button that on the speedrun, so you like slide into it, and I think that just activates it on every frame. It just buzzes constantly.
Drake's got a hideout up ahead. Head for the cranes and I'll update you when you get closer. Watch it, Faith. The Blues have a chopper incoming.
It is bothering me how clumsy my fucking movement is being on this playthrough. Come on, get up there. It's not this way. Which way is it? It's that way. Up here. Why did you not launch yourself? You just fucking stumbled over it.
Watch it, Blues up ahead. Looks like you're gonna have to fight.
Right, so here's the first mandatory combat sequence. It's not strictly mandatory, you can get out of it without fighting, but it's not worth the effort most of the time. And the game wants you to never use the weapons, and it's really not designed to be a good shooter.
At the end of the Faith,
But honestly, I've played through this game enough times now. I got the achievement way back when for doing it without firing a shot, and it's just tiring. Some of the combat encounters are just a lot to deal with if you're not willing to use a gun. Again, do not ask me why I'm picking these up. I do not know. I was saying, there's a chance that we might do this whole game in one session. I want to stream at least until 10 o'clock. But this is not a very long game, so depending on how far we've gotten by then, if I think I can clear it within like another half hour of that, we'll just keep going.
Should be some cover ahead. Let's go. Try and lose some of the heat in there.
Come on. Falling short on every fucking jump, and that time I just failed to wall run.
Shitload of blues in the plaza. Go higher and get yourself out of there.
This bit's fun if you do it right. So he's dead. And of course the achievement on the other versions for
Chopper's got a call from its mom. It's bugging out. Not for long, I'll bet.
for not firing a shot literally only counts if for against firing a shot. It does not count if you just happen to fucking kill a dude. But you can just murder that guy and there's no the game puts no judgment on you for doing that. Please stop firing a shotgun at me. Please stop firing a shotgun at me. This is like a big moment they did promotionally with the two cranes. It's good, but I don't think it really plays as well as I think it did.
God damn it, girl. I just spilled my Joe all over the keyboard.
Hey, can you get a message to Miller? I need to see him again.
Sure.
Supposedly there's a collectible around here. Oh, it's on the crane. I don't really care.
I received your message.
I started looking into Ropeburn.
Why?
He's Travis Burfield, Pope's head of security.
You think he killed Pope?
Maybe. He sure as hell set Kate up. Wanted a cop to go down for it. And he wasn't alone. Heard him mention Project Icarus.
Burfield is dangerous, Faith. He's not someone you want to mess with.
He framed my sister.
I'm sorry, Faith.
For what?
For this. I don't want Kate to go down for this either. But we've got private firms.
God, the subtitle. I don't think I've ever played with this with the subtitles switched on, and they're obnoxious the way they're rendered over the fucking display.
The only way they might go easy on us and easy on Kate is if I give them...
Me.
Yes.
All I care about is Kate. And for her sake, I'm gonna let you go. But if you pull a gun on me again, I will kill you. And right now, I think I'd be doing the city a favor. There's a bird going in the direction of Roburn's meeting.
You think it's Roburn's pal?
Maybe, but it looked like a CPF one to me. How many other people can get their paws on a bird in this place?
Not many. Hey, you better get going if you want to catch them. And keep off street level 2. Blue's around.
Yeah, I'm sure there's better routes, but effectively, because there's high voltage wires, you need to jump across to this building and then back to this side and miss the pipe and die. That's one way of going about it. Fell short. Let's try to not miss the pipe this time. Oh, no, missed the pipe again. Don't know why I'm coming short on every jump. Again, I don't know whether it's because of the unlocked frame rate or whether I'm just that rusty at the game. There we go. I'm probably that rusty. Alright, that disables the high voltage. Oof. Hey, yeah, I can't remember the last time I played this game. I never really played it seriously enough to get consistently great at it either, but I don't recall making quite so many mistakes as I have been doing tonight. That's where I want to be. No, I want to be down, don't I? Yeah. Like the blooming roll when you drop is just not coming out every time I freaking drop off any height.
The plans for this place. It's a labyrinth. And quiet, too. No wonder Roburn picked it. But if there's a bird involved, I'm guessing they'll be near the roof. You're gonna need to find a way up.
I don't know whether that's another thing where if you go quick enough you just don't get that dialogue trigger. Right, I can't jump up there. I don't remember where I do want to go. Up here maybe? Oh. Right. I forget about that every time I do this level. There's that steam thing there, isn't there? Problem is, it's not especially well telegraphed. That's... Yeah, I have no idea how the visuals have held up this well. I mean, some of the character models look a bit dated, and you can tell that really this thing needs a passive global illumination because some of the shadowing on dynamic objects looks a bit flat. But aside from that...
Seriously?
Yeah. Should never have trusted a blue. He's with Ropeburn. Bet he's up to his neck in this Icarus stuff. I'm heading up. See what I can find out about Pope and Kate.
Just goes to show how much visual design trumps pure technical prowess. I mean, not that this was ever a technically unimpressive game, but I do not need to be there at the minute.
He said you can both go to hell. No one threatens me.
But yeah, being on Unreal Engine 3 in 2009 means it was pretty middle of the pack in terms of just technical prowess.
Better talk fast. I can see your hands starting to sweat. You set up Kate Connors, didn't you?
That little cop? Yeah.
Had to be a cop, right?
I don't mess in politics.
Who killed Pope? You?
No! I hired someone.
Who?
A professional. Meeting him tomorrow, 2 p.m. Take him in the mall downtown. You'll recognize him.
Why were you with Miller?
You sure you want to know about that? Pull me up and I'll tell you.
Watch him, Faith.
Try anything in your roadkill.
Sure. Sure.
Shit! Merc, someone's shooting. They got Ropeburn. What the?
Blue's about to crash the party, Faith. Get out of there.
Yeah, I don't have my 360 copy of this game to hand anymore. I don't know how that compares to the PC release. I mean, obviously the PC release has the physics stuff, so that at least looks nicer. And obviously, as I said, I'm streaming out at 1080, but I'm playing at 1440, so that's an advantage over PS3 360. But I imagine like the core game mostly holds up still, even on those consoles. Alright, yeah, we're this room.
Wonder who his professional is. I'm boosting your signal. Try and find a way through.
Oh, didn't wall run. Yeah, for some reason I've always gone green when it comes to graphics cards, so
Signal set. Seems you might be clear of the
I've had the physics stuff turned on every time I played this.
Some kind of renovation work.
This is not where I need to be, is it? Is it? Oh, it is where I need to be, because I need to come across here. And then wall run and over this. There we go.
Blue's going into the subway. You gotta go deeper, Faith.
I've got to show you. I mean, I use Linux professionally. I'm a software developer by trade, and I've often thought that I would like to switch over to only Linux. Obviously, Steam Proton is looking good for that regard. Whoa, the camera's going crazy. Yeah, so Proton might be a good thing for switching over to purely Linux, but the other barrier I've got is my capture card for consoles is a Elgato HD60, and I don't know if there's a train coming. And as far as I've been able to tell, there's no Linux compatible drivers for those, and I do not have the time or the capability to try and reverse engineer that myself. I'm actually out of town again in a couple of weeks, and I'd like to do some bootleg streams while I'm out of town, but really the only thing I've got access to while I'm out of town is my laptop, and that thing's running Mint, so pretty much it's just anything I can get running on Proton that I'm limited to. I think this is the first time you encounter anything related to the janitor. We speculate some very beefy man is destroying all of his doors. I'm going to wait for a train to go past.
Get moving, Faith. Losing your signal.
I feel you're getting jammed up on the thing. Yeah, I can't say I'm keen on upgrading to Windows 11. I'm sure it'll get pushed upon me at some point. I'm being way too hesitant. Go away. I think one of those guys just got hit by a fucking train. Oh. Okay, apparently a train hitting me in the ankles is enough to kill me. So I mistimed when I was trying to do that swing. Nice one, dude. I don't know if there are any capture devices that have native Linux support. If I ever need to swap out mine, I'll have to look into that. It would be nice to have the option, especially once Proton's... Well, I mean, obviously Proton's already out, but it sounds like they're going to do a big compatibility boost alongside getting the Steam Deck out, so... So I think the hazards on this section are semi-randomized. I could be wrong. I've never played this level consistently back to back enough times to know for sure. Oh, I wasn't looking. I was too busy trying to reach out. Again, this is how you can tell that I'm not a regular, like a professional streamer, that I cannot fucking game and reach out at the same time.
Shit, the Blues are stopping trains in the tunnels now. There's a train coming behind you. Get the hell out of there. Nice work, kiddo. This is real nice. If you get any more trouble, Celeste's on a job near you. She'll help you out.
Yeah, nobody comment on the fact that we've just caused a train crash in a subway. I don't know how soon you can get off, that's the only thing. It's, obviously it loses quite a lot of speed as it reaches the end.
What are you thinking about?
I think the speedrunners get off really early.
A murderer?
Yeah?
Yeah. Pope's. Got a tip-off about a meet at the New Eden Mall tomorrow. Gonna pay a visit.
Shit, Faith. Why are you doing this? It's not your fight. Just, I don't know, lay low.
Actually, I should take a look on speedrun.com and see if there's a no out of bounds speedrun for this, because the any percent is fun, but they spend so much time clipping out the level geometry that it doesn't really resemble the vanilla game.
Mom and Dad were friends with Pope. Organized protests, lobbied the mayor, took me and Kate on marches. But I never really understood why back then. What it meant.
Merc said your mom died.
She was killed during the downtown riots. Protest marches that went bad.
That's rough.
After that, we, well, pretty much fell apart. Dad never forgave himself, and I left home soon after. Guess I never really forgave him either.
That's when you met Merc?
He caught me, breaking into his place.
No kidding. You never said that.
He offered to train me. Felt like a good way off the street, so I took it. Not much else going for me.
What you're doing now, Faith, is the fastest way to get yourself killed.
They got my sister involved, Sel. And I need to clear her name. I owe her that much. I'll survive. That's what we do.
Survival is overrated. You need to live a little, too.
Hey, you want to come with me tomorrow? Could use the help.
Can't. Drake's got me on a job. Says I've been slacking. Look, I've got to go.
It's fine. Someone's bound to start shooting at me soon. Get going.
Faith. Take care.
Why does Sel even show up to the meet on the next level? Like, because you see her there in, like, her disguise to lure you into the trap of the police, but surely the police could just be in waiting.
The
Like,
mall should be ahead of you, but watch it. Mayor Callahan's on some kind of campaign drive about. A few streets away, so there are roadblocks all over the place.
because she knows Ropeburne's dead, and she knows that Faith is going, so... Unless she thinks Faith just wouldn't delve too deep unless she saw them there. I don't know. That's not the way I need to go, is it? Let's take one of the few times where you actually go down to street level. I mean, I guess the way it's written... Oh, god damn it. I guess the way it's written, Sel is trying to warn Faith off to try and give her an out so she doesn't get herself killed, but... I don't know. I have a weird relationship with the writing in this game. like
Get down track
to
4 to the next access stairway. Should be an alley close by there. Get you back on the roofs where you belong.
like for the longest time I gave Reality Pratchett the benefit of the doubt, and I finally got around to picking up the graphic novel that kind of was a tie-in for the release of this game, and it was rough. Help, I'm caught up in some physics. Okay. Yeah, they did a graphic novel for Mirror's Edge that was a prequel to this game. The art style in that really rubbed me the wrong way. And then there's also a graphic novel prequel to Catalyst as well. I want to say the Catalyst one's called Exodium. Wait, Exordium is the Catalyst the prequel. Look, I've got that up on the shelf. I don't know where I've put my copy of the prequel to the main game, because sorry, the original game, because quite frankly I did not really enjoy that thing. So when I had to make some shelf space, I may have set it aside somewhere. And I think the last time I saw it was before I moved house, so fuck knows where it's ended up. It's probably in the attic somewhere. Where do I go? Do I want to be up top? Don't really remember making this climb, but that seems right.
Blue's moving to the roofs ahead. Looks like you're gonna have a fight on your hands.
I might just get another collectible that I don't need now. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. At least we got another janitor thing. Another mandatory fight area though. Ooh. I don't even really remember what the plot was of the graphic novel for the first game. Oh. Can I please move? Because I'm taking a lot of damage. I just remember not really gelling. Oh, that was a hole. Yeah, I think the thing is, obviously, with Catalyst, they try to give you... Wow, that just went all kinds of wrong. In Catalyst, they try and give you more like movement-based abilities and stuff like that, and the focus and stuff, but I recall that the combat mechanics are really easy to cheese in Catalyst. Oh, I'm already dead. Yeah. I mean, I was saying earlier, I don't know if he was in the chat at the time, that obviously the game wants you to not use weapons. I've played this game enough times that I can't be bothered to not use the weapons. I'd rather just use them to get out of the combat sequence as quick as possible. Yeah, if they made another Mirror's Edge game, I don't quite know what I'd want from it. I played a little bit of Ghost Runner. Obviously Ghost Runner is a very different style of game to this. I need to get back to it really, but that had a good view on combat. Again, wouldn't really work for...
Just a few blocks ahead.
Oh god. Okay, that's fine. Wouldn't really work for a Mirror's Edge, but it's a good take on kind of how to make combat work in a fast-paced thing. Yeah, I didn't get very far in Ghost Runner. I was doing okay with how far I got. Like, I wasn't... There was a few rooms that I was taking a few attempts to clear, but there was nothing that was, like, insurmountable up to the point where I got, but I probably only played, like, 2 hours tops worth of it. don't know. I feel. Was this? I mean, obviously they're making a sequel to Ghost Runner. I feel like there was something else on my radar that was taking after this style of gameplay, first-person free-running, but I can't pinpoint what it was. I don't know. For me, it's a genre that I really like. It's a take on like first-person mechanics that I think is really fresh and creative. Even though this game is over a decade old now, which is crazy to think about, but nobody really mimicked it en masse because this game in particular just didn't sell well enough for anyone to really think they wanted to do it. And hopefully we're at the point now where enough indie developers are influenced by it that where do I need to go? Where do I need to go? Oh, over there. Where enough indie developers are influenced by it that they're interested in kind of doing their own spin on it. I mean, I will admit that I've got my own nascent interests in doing game development, but I've had those interests since I was a teenager and I've never got around to doing it, so at this point I'm pessimistic as to whether I'll get anywhere. And even if I did, I don't have the chops to pull something off like this as a first title, but I won't lie, if I found myself at a point at some point where I had that possibility, I would be more than happy to build a game in this style. Try and come up with a better solution for the combat problem than what Catalyst did.
Ropeburn was meant to be meeting his little friend in the atrium, right? Well, it should be just ahead of you.
So yeah, the only possible reason for her to show up is to lure you into this area where the cops show up.
Get out of there.
But you would have ended up in the atrium anyway, surely. I don't know if this is the best route, this is just what I tend to do. Not that way. This way? Yeah.
Mall's got some support structures and maintenance areas at the top. There should be a way out up there.
Try and remember how many levels are after this. We've got New Eden, we've got Pirandello Kruger, I don't know if that's the next level. There's Kate, and then there's the Shard. Is that the only levels left? If so, then like I said, I probably will just stretch and get this done in one session. Oh, come on. That slowed down enough that that wasn't a threat anymore. If Handblade was spinning that slow and was not receiving power, I could probably just stop that by putting my foot in it without taking any harm.
Searching Sector 12. No sign of Roger. Proceed to lockdown area.
Okay. Let's see.
All quiet up here.
That was the one place where I got stuck in my original playthrough, because that swing bar is very hard to see. I know they do the red highlight, but just because of how busy the backdrop behind it is, it's just difficult to make out.
Should be one last door and you're out of there.
Looks like my little friend is back.
Think he's the assassin?
I don't know.
Oh, there's the boat as well. That's the one I forgot.
Hey, Faithy. Nice of you to drop by.
With a little bit of persuasion, Ropeburn was pretty chatty. Told me about his meeting with Pope's killer at the mall.
And you're thanking me, right?
But when I got there, guess who was waiting for me?
No idea, Faithy. I just go there for the pretzels.
Bad case of the blues. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No, Faithy. It wasn't me. Besides, if I wanted you dead, don't you think I would have just killed you myself?
You're right. A creep like you couldn't have organized.
Now, don't be like that.
Ropeburn's dead.
I'm impressed.
Wasn't me.
You need to be careful who you hang around with.
Oh, I learned that a long time ago.
And yet, here we are again. But I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut this little meeting short, Faithy. Places to be, you know how it is. Try not to get yourself killed.
Merc, you can stop pretending not to listen now.
What's up?
Can you do a search on Pirandello Kruger Security?
On it.
Why do you ask?
Been seeing their name around. In Ropeburn's
His office and somewhere else.
distinctive logo. Getting anything?
Just what you'd expect. Alarms, fencing, armored cars, private security. Oh, and they secure our world, apparently.
Where are they based?
Few offices around town. Just got a new place down near the docks.
Get me some coordinates.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Obviously this does end up working out for Faith, but it's a pretty weak pretense for progressing forward.
Head toward the building with the big stupid dog symbol. Loading bay should be a way in.
There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. Not the cleanest approach, but it'll do. Trying to remember what we're doing here. Okay. Whoa, he got launched. Anyone left? No. Okay. Doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone into that upper door. I was going through the lower door. Okay, that was stupid. I thought I was going to grab that pipe. Maybe I'll try going through the upper door this time. Right, so if I want to go in the upper door, I can go this way, I guess. And that just took me to that. Okay, fine, never mind. Lower door it is, I guess. I think they end up in the same place. I mean, they have to. These are pretty linear levels, but... Ugh, frame rate hitching. Yeah, I was saying earlier, that's kind of the reason I never got into the time trials, was just... It's hard enough getting good enough to getting good times to start with, like routing everything, but dealing with the fact that your inputs have to be really precise to actually pull off what you're trying to pull off. Okay, speaking of, completely failed to actually do a launch jump there. That's probably my fault, I wasn't lined up with the box properly. This room absolutely sucks though. How am I not dead? Okay, now I'm dead. They just... Okay, fine, I'm not being subtle by running in and jumping up there. But the fact that they give you that platform right in front of you makes it seem like that's what they want you to do. Like, I've never known what is the approach, like, what is the developer intended way of dealing with this room? Because again, they put a red thing right in front of you here, which makes it seem like that's what you want to do. Get up here and deal with this guy. Like, that seems to be what the game wants from you. But if you do that, not only is that, like, putting yourself right in harm's way, but you've also got to effectively commit to using a gun at that point, because you're now on a platform with very little cover and a lot of dudes.
Looks like PK has their offices somewhere ahead.
Right, yeah, because this is where you're aiming to get to. So what, you just come along the ground floor and get straight in this door and ignore all the combat? I guess that makes sense. Environmental storytelling. Do we start getting the buttons with like the voicemails on it yet? Or
Intruder in the vicinity of the loading bay. All available units proceed there at once.
we need another steam valve, don't we? Or is this a timing puzzle? Oh, there's a timing puzzle. Oh, it is a timing puzzle. We have a leak, but it's a temporal leak. It only leaks sometimes.
According to the plans, there should be a way through beyond the conveyor system in there.
Right, that's dead end so far. So this room I'm kind of fond of because it's one where even if you have runner vision turned on, it doesn't actually give you any hints. Which I always think are kind of like the, okay, that's just for the collectible. This time puzzle with the steam will actually kill you. Okay. Like, the thing is, I usually leave the runner vision on, first of all because it's the default unless you're playing on hard difficulty anyway. I'm just too lazy to turn it off. Why is that second jump?
Hurry up before they find you.
Yeah, I know. Well, whatever. Lazy. Yeah, it's the default if you are not playing on hard mode, hard difficulty anyway, and I'm lazy, too lazy to turn it off. But also, the other thing is when you're actually being like chased and you just need to get away as quickly as possible, I don't want to have to be scrabbling around to work out where the game expects me to go. But I like the, I always like the secluded rooms with no enemies that you can just take your time getting through, treating it more like a puzzle.
Will you pick up? Had a break-in earlier, and you're a guy who let him get away. Rapid response. Don't think I ain't gonna let him know. Amateurs. Unauthorized power activation in factory area. Units 2 and 8, secure location A2 immediately.
You must be getting close to BK Central now.
Oh, this is just a... Oh, what am I doing? Oh.
Should be somewhere below you.
Alright, this jump is always fucking terrifying. And then you just fuck it up. Hence terrifying. And then it respawns you at the bottom of the stairs. You need to be up the stairs to know how to get forward. But I guess you could possibly just do a turn around jump from the other side, but...
Should be somewhere below you.
Oh, for God's sake. No. I get for standing on top of the railing rather than landing on the platform. Right, let's try again, shall we? And I didn't get the jump input out. I was trying to jump later that time. Is this really going to be the bit I get stuck on? The bit that's just one jump?
Should be somewhere below you.
I get through the blooming combat room in, what, 3 tries, 4 tries, and then I get stuck here. There we go. No, did not want to be over that fence yet. Need to be in here. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's blooming long, but this email is quite amusing. No.
Jackpot. Think I found the nerve center, Merc. Could be some kind of training room. Great.
What are they training them for? You mean there's something left in the city they haven't managed to tax, ban, or regulate? What the hell's left, huh?
Us. Merc, get your gun.
You know, that's never too far away. Why?
This training, Merc. This Project Icarus, Pirandello Kruger, they're not here to bolster the police. They're being trained to come after us. After the runners. All the runners. Everything okay up there?
Quiet as grave. Just me, birds, and the best black market surveillance equipment money can buy.
It's him.
Him?
The guy I saw at the mall. I seen him on a camera, on the deck of a boat at the docks.
Look, Faith, you've done enough. Right now it seems you're sitting in a lion's den. So please, haul that out of there. Chatter's gone berserk. Blues know you're there. Get out now.
It's a shame that you're given this space, but your only real opportunity to do anything with it during the main story is to just run through it while being chased. Obviously this is meant to be the training space for like the counter runners, but it's quite an interesting space. I mean, I assume there's time trials tied to it, but whoa. Lens flare just broke its way through the level geometry.
There's some train tracks up ahead of you. Could be a way out. the tracks. Hitch a ride, girl. Nice.
Do it. I'm going after that guy.
That voice line got cut short for some reason. Oh yes, this is the cutscene that they didn't actually have any story for. It's just a bumper to provide loading time on the console versions.
Now don't go just charging in there recklessly, kiddo.
That's Pope's killer, Mark.
Yeah, well, there might be more heat out there. It's too risky to try to get to the boat by foot. You'll be spotted for sure. There must be some way to slip in undercover.
You know what, I'm going to take a 5-minute break to go fetch a drink, and then we'll resume in a second. Okay? Let me just set up the stream. Okay, I'm back. Let's carry on.
Sounds like it's time for a little stowaway action, Faith. Quick, before it goes.
Whoops. That's not what I intended to do. This is probably my least favourite level in the game. Well, didn't get my jump out input. We want to be over here, don't we? That's fine. I know there is actually a time limit on this section, isn't there, if you don't get to the van quick enough.
What the hell is in this boat anyway?
No idea. Could be munitions, I guess. Might be to do with this Project Icarus. Look, head straight for the deck if that's where you saw this guy. Once you found your killer, get some answers and get out fast. Lots of blue traffic in the area, so get ready for a fight.
These next few sections I've also always struggled with if I don't use weapons. Just so many dudes in this lower section of the boat.
As usual, City Eye Channel News will be first on the scene with the results as soon as they're announced.
My controller's still vibrating, so I assume I can't get out yet. Okay, there we go. Please stop shooting at me. This is going to be too slow, isn't it? I'm going to get shot and killed.
Secure.
Hold position. He's there somewhere.
Right, here's the second part of it. Oh, come on, I pressed the button at the right time and everything. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, at least it checkpointed me there. I think I've gone the wrong way. No, I've not gone the wrong way, but I've got a valve door to open. I can't really do while I'm being shot at. Oh, come on. There we go. I know that it's kind of by design that Faith isn't really one for using guns, but even so, you'd have thought DICE, being the Battlefield developers, would have better feeling shooting mechanics than this. Right. Where am I climbing to? Oh, right, yeah. Wanna hang from this, you can shimmy across, that's it. Or shimmy.
Try and find a way off that level before reinforcements show up, Faith. There's got to be some way through.
Oh, you fucking kidding me.
Drake says he's got a runner in your area. Says they've reported a lot of activity on that boat. But he's seen what he thinks is your guy on the top deck.
Come on. Okay, have we got another combat car bay area before we're done? I think we do, because I think it leads to a lift or something, doesn't it?
Should be a way through to the top deck above you, near car deck 6.
Oh. Okay, and here's the closest this gets to a stealth
Stay in
game.
cover and work your way towards them. Time to get some answers. Keep moving.
Okay, that's clearly not the right answer. Don't know why that is rendering through all the geometry, that red dot. lost track of it. Or him, as the game wants me to believe.
He's getting away.
Where did it go? This way.
Keep on him.
I don't mind this section of the level so much, but it is fairly brief. But I just think the opening section kind of sucks, and the boss fight doesn't really do much for me.
Careful, Faith.
The game's combat mechanics are not in depth enough for a boss fight, really.
Cell? I tried to warn you off. I'm sorry. You've got to learn to let go, Faith. You remember? Like you did with your family. The runners are screwed. Icarus is just the start. And I want to live, Faith, not just survive. Why Pope? His campaign was getting unexpected support, but he got stupid. Started making threats to the wrong people. High-up people.
He found out about Icarus, so they had you kill him.
Him or me. Sorry about Kate. Didn't know she was your sis.
Conveniently, they're also next to the explosive barrels. Because this may be a free-running game, but it's still developed by a first-person shooter studio.
Okay.
Heard all I need to hear, kiddo. Listen, Krieg says Kate's just been tried.
Already?
Wonders of the Swift
Justice program, huh? They found her guilty.
Clearly, this takes place in the same universe as the Phoenix Wright games.
Convoy's taking her off to jail in less than an hour. Drake's organizing a rifle drop near the new CCC building. I'll keep you posted. Keep going.
Right, this level contains what I consider to be the best single level segment in the game. It's not the best level overall. This early section you get chased by the kind of anti-runners, or whatever you want to call them, which isn't massively difficult to outrun them, but it's a nuisance. Especially when you're rusty like I am. Oh god. I mean, the thing is as well with having them chase you is you can't really take time to work out where they are. You can hear them running behind you, but you can't exactly just stop and look behind you to see where they're up to.
We're gonna have to relocate that drop. I'll get onto Krieg. See if you can lose him.
Pretty rubbish when even when you're running straight at them they can't land a shot. What? Who is hitting me? The fuck are you guys doing here? Well, that's not good for anything, is it? No, I'm dead. That doesn't work. Fuck's sake. I'm sure it's possible to get out of this area without fighting those dudes. But the existence of a pipe as the only way out is
Krieg's gonna drop the rifle inside the CCC building. It's around the corner. Should give you a good view of Gate's convoy.
giving me doubts. So unless I'm mistaken, there's no quick way up the pipe. Oh, that jump always fails. That jump is such a pain. It should do one of these like scripted side hops, but instead, oh fuck! I was mashing the jump button as if thinking I was gonna have to climb up. But no, instead of doing one of like the scripted like side hops that the game does when it's trying to get you from one grabbable thing to another, it always just jumps you like straight upwards. That's like the scripted side hop, and then that's just jump straight up. Oh, nearly overshot. Oops. Oh, come on. Hello.
Drake says Krieg's just stashed the rifle. It's at the top of the atrium you're about to reach.
Well, you've come back just in time for what I consider to be the best section of the game. And personally, I think that if ever I were to develop my own game of this style, this is what I'd really be basing it on. Of course, I'm making a bad start of it, because I'm not remembering where to go straight away. How do the Easter egg with a sniper? I always forget what it is you have to shoot for that. Is it It's one of the circles on the sign, isn't it, to get the giant rat to show up. Oops. Little dot on the 9-dot billboard. Is there a particular point in time where you have to shoot it, or just as long as you've shot it at some point it works? Whoops. Always do it after the crash. Okay, we'll give that a go then. But yeah, no, I've always considered this to be the best room in the game, because this is the point where even if you're playing with runner vision on, for the most part it doesn't actually give you that much guidance on what you need to do. It's just a... oh great, didn't get enough distance. Yeah, I can't recover from this, that's just death still. As I said, I can't... what? No, that's not where I want to be. I can't remember whether Catalyst had anything that was quite the same as this. I remember Catalyst had some stages where it was like vertical climbs, but this one has always felt to me, I mean, strictly speaking, there is kind of a design for route, but it's always kind of felt to me a bit like you can approach this however you want, whereas I feel like Catalyst levels are a lot more designed, if that makes sense. Like, there's not much scope for variation in approach. You do what the developers intend for you to do. I don't know. I'm probably talking rubbish. Where to go next? Right, that's right. Yeah, so I need to replay Catalyst at some point. I've played it at launch, I've not come back to it since. Again, it was not as good as I had hoped, but it wasn't as bad as some people think it is, as far as I'm concerned. Nope. Yeah, personally, I just think just a full puzzle game with these mechanics is just kind of what I want. Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Quick route to the sniper position.
I don't know whether I can recover from this. Nope. I ended up somewhere bad.
Should be some kind of vent near you. Quick route to the sniper position.
Jesus, the rats are getting big in here. Never stops. Where's the interesting moves?
Some of these collectibles are not especially well hidden. Again, the fact there's nothing for them besides the achievements is a bit of a shame, but... right.
See the rifle? Get to it and get that convoy in your sights. Find a way of slowing it down. Try going for the engine. I'm gonna patch you into the CPF channel the convoy's using.
Connor's convoy, what's your status? Over. Looking good. Route is clear.
There we go, giant rat.
Go. You gotta get down there.
I'm not entirely sure whether I have ever triggered that myself before. I think I have done. I definitely didn't find it for myself, I know that. Right, and then this descent can be challenging. I know, there's probably... oh, fucking hell, the two of them. I say there's probably better routes down that don't involve running straight into the dudes with guns, but... oh, fucking hell, where am I? That's the wrong side of the building. I can't climb up that. I'm dead. Oh, oh. I'm dead. Whoa, that was a fun animation. I assume there is a quote-unquote correct way of doing this. That was not the gun I wanted. Go away. Leave me alone. Just need to get to the door, please. Thank you. Shoot me all you want when I get to the door.
Kate. Kate. Faith? Easy. Effie, I can't believe you've done all this.
You're my sister. Take this. It's Merc. He's a friend. He'll guide you away from here. I'll lead the blues away. Come and find you later, okay?
Looks like I'm going to be finishing up a little later than I originally anticipated, but with one mission left to go, there's no point parking it here.
Oh, God. Merc!
I couldn't stop them. They took Kate. I got some of the bastards, though.
Where'd they go?
I heard them mention the Shard.
The mayor's place?
Yeah.
Shit, Merc. Let me get someone, a doctor.
Ain't gonna happen, Faith.
I'm sorry, Merc. I'm so sorry.
No sorries. Just don't let them win.
I won't, Merc. Promise.
Thanks, kiddo.
It really bothers me that we do now have a building in London that's just called the Shard. You know, it's not the most creative name for a skyscraper anyway, but still. This isn't where I want to be, is it? This opening room always confuses me as to where I want to actually be going. Need to be up there, I believe. Now we have the death tunnel. Whoa. I forgot that having physics on in this section absolutely floods the room with volumetric smoke. I don't know why I'm running up this way. Oh, this is the parking garage I was thinking of. That's an absolute nightmare. If you're lucky, they can be stupid. Oh, no, never mind. I wasn't lucky. And it's the left lift that we need. Goodbye. Goodbye. Please stop shooting me. Goodbye. Okay, we're out.
Security firm Pirandello Kruger have been authorized to draft in more units until Kate Connors has been secured. It is believed that Connors may have been missing fugitives from the murder case. More updates on the hour.
Good work. Check her.
Gonna shoot me too?
No. Right now, you're Kate's best hope.
Weren't these your guys?
No, they're PK's. Pirandello Kruger. Private security.
What's going on, Miller?
Pope's murder. Turns out there was a man on the inside.
Rope burn?
Yes. You were right about him. I tried to get answers myself.
But why Kate?
They needed a CPF cop to look like Pope's killer. No time to explain more. Take this comms unit and head for the roof. It's where they've taken Kate. I'll contact you when it's safe. I'll hold them off. The roof. Go! Now!
I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh, fucking hell. Who else is shooting me? You.
2012 by the renowned architect J.C. Thomas. This monumental building has over 100 floors of both commercial and residential dwellings, including the offices of Mayor Callahan. The Shard boasts some of the most spectacular views of the city. However, we'd like to remind you that photography is not permitted on floors 90 through 110, but souvenir panoramic pictures are available in our gift shop, along with keychains, t-shirts, and a wide range of zero-fat snacks and beverages.
Drop any weapons you have, stay where you are, have a terrorist taken into custody.
Thank you for visiting the Shard. Have a safe and productive day.
Faith, are you reading me? I'm in the security room, tracking you on the camera. Get out of the elevator, they're coming. Heard them say you're in the elevator shaft. Listen, there should be an entrance to the ventilation system somewhere in there. It'll take you outside, but you should be able to find a way back in on the other side of the building. Might just be enough to throw them off the scent.
Nope, get down. What? This would be a much better final level if it had fewer of the combat encounters in it. Like the actual, the actual free-running sections, like platforming sections, are good, but the combat rooms are all a bit excessive for my liking. Oh, yeah, falling animation. Oh, come on. Are we in Sniper Alley yet? Is that where we're up to? Where's November?
I was too young to remember exactly how it started. The authorities said the changes were for the greater good. But good isn't the same as right.
Well, that was out of nowhere. I'm sure I've encountered that before, but nevertheless, that's... not something I remember happening. Okay, well if that's that, where's progress? Not up there. Also, who's crawling about in the ventilation shaft of the mayor's building, writing stuff on the walls? Yeah, this room can suck. If the snipers decide they hate you enough. Oof, oof.
They're sending reinforcements.
I don't know why they keep getting launched like that. Kind of hilarious. Never mind. Climb up, please. Thank you. Okay, so through Sniper Alley.
There's an elevator ahead. I've managed to unlock it. Take it to the server room. You should be able to get to the top floors and gate from there.
Okay, server room, the last big combat encounter of the game.
It looks like the security doors to the roof are closed. Okay. If you destroy those servers, their emergency protocol should automatically unlock the doors. I hope. Good luck, Faith. Look around. Surveillance for the whole city right under your nose, Faith. Damn. Sounds like they've taken Kate to the roof. They've got a chopper coming in. You'll have to be quick. What the...
Miller! Miller!
I don't think you have to break all of the servers. I think you just have to break one per server bank. And it counts, obviously, if they shoot them. Oh! Why is he just stood at the fucking exit? Move.
Miller!
What is happening? I was just stood on that dude. Oops.
Miller! Miller!
Okay, that one's already down. I don't see it get shot. So obviously this is how you get the door open without engaging in any combat. What I don't yet understand is how I then leave without engaging in any combat. You need to be up those stairs, and they've got a heavy machine gun guy up those stairs. Yeah, that dude. Ugh. I'm dead.
Look around.
Miller.
What is happening again? That clearly just doesn't work. I'm trying to do the fucking jump kick at him because that's the thing that is meant to do the most damage, and I'm just getting stuck fucking moonwalking on his head.
Miller. Miller.
Right, there's two guys there. I like this guy. I'll take this guy. Okay, that should be enough. I'm sure there's a better way of getting through them, but whatever, that's fine.
Attitudes like that. Well, that's exactly why I could.
Who's behind this?
Let's just say I know who the bigger fish are.
Callahan. Why us? We're no threat.
Classic warfare. Break the lines of communication. Shoot the messengers. Without hope. And without the runners. Your clients. Those who just won't let go of the old city when you cut off. Vulnerable. Then this city can clean up the last of its dregs.
So this is just the start.
I prefer to think of it as an ending. Still, you did a remarkably good job of coaxing out all those loose ends surrounding Pope's demise. It's why you're still alive. You can't live on the edge all your life, Faith. Sooner or later, you have to jump.
It's a shame I don't know the console command for going to third person, because this cutscene is amazing in third person. And that's the end of Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is a game with a lot of problems. The writing is hokey, the world building is pretty shallow, the combat sucks, it's a bit too short, but it's also one of my favourite games of all time, and I don't think I'll ever be swayed from that opinion. It just feels too good to play. It's a little too obvious when you're playing in high resolution where the rendered city stops and the skybox texture starts. Yeah, I'd be amazed if EA ever greenlight another one of these, given Catalyst did as badly as it did. Don't get me wrong, I'd love another Mirror's Edge, and as I said earlier, hopefully enough indie devs who are up and coming have enough fondness for this game to consider picking it up for their own concepts. Same as Ghost Runner did. I will go back to play through Catalyst again at some point on stream. I don't know. I'm in the same spot as I've been previously, where I'm probably going to be on stream hiatus after a week tomorrow. So I don't know when I'd get around to doing it, given that it's probably going to take me a fair bit longer than Mirror's Edge 1 did. Like, once you know what you do in Mirror's Edge 1 is a several-hour game. I don't think Catalyst can be done quite so quickly. Well, obviously you can be speedrun, but...
terrorist attack at the Shard has left 9 people dead and many more injured. According to a Callahan staff member, a security breach led to a series of catastrophic outages in the Shard's many public protection systems, causing havoc not just at the Shard, but throughout the city. The suspects in the act are none other than the former CPF officer and accused murderer Kate Connors and her sister, Faith Connors. Although the scope and precise cause of the outages is as yet unclear, many troubling questions have emerged in their wake, including the role of the so-called runners in the destabilization of city operations. In the aftermath of the incident, local security firm Pirandello Kruger will be assisting the CPF. PK and the mayor's office have also recommended mobile phone and email be used sparingly until additional security measures have been deployed, as their security has been temporarily compromised. The whereabouts of both suspects are currently unknown.
I get why they do kind of mid-credits plot dump there, but it's a shame that they overlay the very good closing theme for this game. Just catch up on Twitter. Looks like there's another production run of those Metal Gear Rex models kits, which is really annoying. I really want a Metal Gear Rex figurine. I don't know that I'm competent enough to put one together myself. Right. Well, that's going to do us for tonight. It's 11:15 where I am, and I've been streaming for 4 hours, which is longer than I planned to. I forgot that this is a 3-hour game. So I'm going to shut down the stream, get stuff highlighted, and then probably turn in pretty soonish, if I'm completely honest. Thanks for hanging out, and see you later.